Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in for another one of my videos. We're going through my Yes vinyl collection at the moment, the vinyl albums. Um, as I said before, most of my Yes collection was sold off many years ago, but I kept back a lot of my vinyl records just for sort of posterity and because they mean a bit more to me from a collection point of view. Um, we're moving on to the relayer section now, which is here. It's not massive by any stretch of the imagination, and I think we'll probably also be able to do yesterday's on this video as well. Just a quick point. Well, a couple of things to say really. I think the first video when I did Time and a Word and the first Yes album. Time and a Word, the first pressing, the first UK pressing, which so this was mine. There was a comment made that the very first pressing of this had the tracks in the wrong order on side 2. So instead of The Prophet, Clear Days, Astral Traveller and Time and a Word, some have found that The Prophet and Astral Traveller are interspersed in order. Now mine is definitely in the right order, and it is definitely a first pressing. It's an A1B1, and so there seems to be a bit of an anomaly there as to how you could have the same pressing from the same plates, but some with the tracks in the wrong order. So obviously the thing to do is to look out for the one with the tracks in the wrong order. The only way you'll be able to tell visually if you're at a record show is get a later pressing and just compare where the song separation lines are on the grooves, and that should show you whether it's the different one. And the only other thing I just wanted to point out was there are some other vinyls, such as the Stephen Wilson remasters, which came out in a box set, which aren't loose in amongst the general stuff because they're in the box somewhere further down there. And I've got box sets of the Yes album and things like that which aren't here, so this is just really the loose vinyls. We will get to everything in due course if we're still if we're still awake. So carrying on then, now that's the tails one. The other thing to say about Relayer is that a very important Relayer release which came out earlier this year on Rhino in America, which I don't yet have, but I do intend to get a copy of it, and it should certainly be in this collection. But that is definitely one seeking out. It's got kind of remastered sound. I think it comes with a really nice book. It's a really quality thing, and it's not that expensive, and it is still available through Rhino. So hopefully I will get that, and maybe we'll do a feature on it when it comes through. But as it stands, we'll just be looking at what I've got on here. So Relayer, absolute classic album. Never been anything like it. Never will ever be anything like it again. Another stunning sleeve from Roger Dean. I'm thinking that this is my original copy. I think this is the one. So this dates back to 77, 78 at the latest when I bought this. So you get the standard kind of browny grey insert with the lyrics. It's K50096. And then you get the beautiful Relayer labels. I think it's it's a Porky Pecco. So this is an A1. Yeah, So this is an A1B1 first pressing Porky Pecco. Porky scratched into the runoff on one side and Pecco on the other. So I think I mentioned previously the shop the Discovery in Birmingham, which sold new and second-hand records. So this would have been 77, don't think it would have been 78. So 1977, I go in there. I remember the day I bought this. It was second-hand, so it wasn't sold as a new record. I had no inclination to ask whether it was a first pressing or anything like that. I was a teenager, just wanted a copy of Relayer, and it was in really nice condition. So as it turns out, it was a first pressing, but I'll never forget that day. I came home, my future brother-in-law, my sister's boyfriend at the time, was visiting the house, and we both put it on the record player in my bedroom, and we both sat on the end of the bed, a bit like I'm doing now, but we gazed out the window, and we just both ended up staying there for about almost an hour. We just couldn't believe what we were hearing. I've not heard it before, and it was one of the most exceptional moments in my life. I'll never forget it. Right, this is a super special thing for me. This is an official Relayer picture disc. So it's the Relayer album. It was issued in Japan in, I think, 1981. That's on the back. So what this was a promotional tool to promote all the Japanese albums, the Yes albums in Japan, up to and including Classic Yes. So it says their discography, Atlantic discography, 1970 to 1981. So it was a purely promotional only thing. I was told by more than one person that they only ever made 100 of these. So pretty scarce if that's true. So what you get the picture disc record, which I'll show you in a minute, and this kind of wrap around card printed sleeve. Now, if this wasn't promotional only and it was actually a something that they issued commercially, then it could have only been issued in very small numbers, is what I'd say. So it's got a price down there of 2,300 yen, which doesn't suggest it's promotional, does it? But yeah, and then on the inside of the fold back bit, you've got all the records listed. And it's really superb picture disc. So that's the side with Gates of Delirium on. That's got Sound Chaser and To Be Over. So there's a collector of coloured vinyl, picture discs, and yes, you've kind of almost got everything wrapped into one with that. So these were about, I think I got this in the 80s, I did get it in the 80s, and I think they were about £100 then, if you saw one. 100, £150, which for me was a lot of money in the 80s. Don't know what they're worth these days, so all you gotta do is look on Discogs. But yeah, beautiful thing to have, and obviously it's a fantastic album. Okay, next up is China stroke Taiwan pressing every layer. This is the Union label, so this time the details are up there. TD1483. So usual thing, plastic seal wrap all round. Lyrics in English on the back, Chinese writing on the bottom, and should be blue labels. Yep. So the gate of delirium, there's just one gate on this pressing, but yeah. I used to try and hunt down these Far Eastern pressings. Don't think I've got every album covered, not the early ones certainly. I may have not done the early ones, but I think everything from the Yes album onwards they did do. So yeah, just different. So next up we've got the Japanese pressing with a nice green obi strip. Again, usual attention to detail, nice hard sleeve. This time the obi strip has got Yes songs, topographic, and Yes promoted on the inside. There it actually says printed in Japan in big letters. So we had that curiosity with the Tails ones, which said printed by Sherwood Packaging in England. This says printed in Japan. And so inside it you get this lovely kind of sepia insert. There's kind of a spreadsheet thing there. I don't know what that is. And the inside is the lyrics in English. And at the bottom there it says just copyright Topographic Music Limited. Then on the back of it you've got some great photographs, even the Tails balloon, covering all different periods and promoting all of the releases up to and including Relayer. So that's the insert that should come with it. Interestingly, the label's very similar to the UK, so they used Mudstein labels instead of just having standard Atlantic ones. It's P10357A. So that's the Japanese version of Relay that I've got. As I say, there may be other ones, probably almost certainly are other ones. Get that back in there carefully. Beautiful thing. Okay, this is I think a US promo copy. So a nice promo sticker. Hype sticker there, which you I think see that on the sometimes on the official actual releases in America. SD18122. It's got the import cut at the top there, but again lovely quality sleeve, printed in USA of course. Nothing else different inside. And then so you get the inner bag, which has SD18122 there, denoting the American pressing. It's also got something Queen's Litho in USA. Tiny little logo there. And then you've got lovely black and white promo labels. Sound chaser is it looks like it's banded. Yeah, so this is quite interesting. So long since I got this out. And Gates of Delirium is banded as well. So there's definitely three tracks, part 1, part 2 and part 3. They define them as vocal and instrumental, and the same on Sound Chaser, look. So there's no massive sticker on the front saying that it's banded, but the promo copy is banded. So have I ever played it? I doubt I've ever played it. So somebody might correct me, but have any of the reissued Relayer CDs included bonus tracks with banded Relayer tracks? They did it on the Tails one, so I'd be interested to know whether whether that was done. Lovely version to get. Okay, this is the Friday Music reissue, 2009. As I said before, these are always quality things. Nice kind of silky sheen on the cover. Friday Music 180 gram vinyl down the spine. Friday Music logo up there. Again, reissue producer Joe Rigoso, mastered from the original Atlantic Records tapes. So this is slightly different on the inside. Printing is definitely more vivid, and a small blurb down here. Really heavy 180 gram pressing, slightly different labels, very darkly printed, and the Friday Music logo on there. So great sound on these. No lyric sheet or inner sleeve. I remember being a bit disappointed with that when I got it. In fact, I think I remember querying it with Friday Music at the time, and they just said that's how it should be. They didn't include it. Next one. This is a non-gatefold single sleeve version. This is looks like a German European reissue. Quite a sort of glossy sleeve. It's K50096, so it's got the UK catalogue number. Manufactured in Germany. So what have we got inside? Right, so this may be completely wrong. This has got a Hispavox Spanish inner sheet with the lyrics. Hats 421-148. So that looks wrong to me. This is definitely German label. Yeah, all the copyright writing is in German. So if you've got a version of the Spanish one or German one, I'd be interested to see if yours is different. But there's no way that's not a Spanish sleeve or record. Okay, so that goes back there. Alright, okay. This is the last one. Yeah. So this is quite an interesting one. Another non-gatefold sleeve. I think this is Israel. Yeah, Israel. This is actually printed on the sleeve, it's not a sticker. Certified gold record, it says. So you get that as the front cover, and that's the back. So yeah, so you get the lyrics in tiny writing in English. And it says at the bottom, manufactured and distributed by the General Music Company Limited, Ramat Gan, made in Israel. And some Israel writing. So interesting. Well, the old Atlantic labels, very thin pressing. Again, made in Israel, written on the label. Uh, 50096. I'm still using that. Catalogue number. But quite a nice, interesting, different version. Okay. So from there, we now move on to yesterday's. So Relay was released the end of 1974, and I think yesterday's came out beginning of 75, January, February 75. So it's like they kind of knew there was going to be a hiatus before the next album, so they thought, let's put a collection out. First version here of yesterday's. I love the cover on yesterday's, actually. I love the sleeve. 2 paintings for the price of 1. This is a US promo DJ copy. Hype sticker there. And then on the promo sticker it says suggested cuts for airplay, looking around, America and sweet dreams. So really nice looking thing, isn't it? American catalogue number is SD18103 0698 afterwards. So you do get the inner sleeve, which is kind of thin paper, very thin paper. Yeah, just got New York printed in USA at the bottom there. Distinguish that from the UK version. The label is a standard label. So SD18103. So that's the standard American label. Now whether that should have a promo type label on it, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's definitely a promo sleeve. Next version. I think this is the standard UK pressing. No writing at all on the sleeve other than the album title. Card in a bag. This is absolutely amazing condition. I've kept that protected with an inner paper bag. So this is a B1, A1, B1. This is first pressing, UK first pressing. That's the label, beautiful. So it's just got the little Yes logo in the centre of the painting. The paintings are mirrored. Made in UK, K50048. So unless we come across another original one, this would have been the one that I bought in the 70s. Again, would have been second hand, not being aware that was a first pressing. I would have thought by 77, 78 they'd probably repressed that. So it's near mint condition, that. Okay, this is European pressing, ATL 50048. It's printed on the back. It's got this lovely Best of Yes logo sticker on there, which was probably the reason I bought this. It's a glossy, very shiny, not laminated as such, but very shiny, very deeply coloured print of the sleeve. They're just such gorgeous paintings, these, aren't they? And after relayer, they're really kind of in your face, aren't they, in the colours. So inside, it's made in Germany, printed on the inner bag. Yeah, ATL 50048. And the label probably, oh yeah, this is quite different. So German label, they give us the mirror image painting, but different underneath. So yeah, that's A4. A4, B4, that. So I'll have bought that at a record fair, probably fairly cheaply, and mainly because of the sticker on the front. Might have even been in a bargain bin or something like that. And it's just a nice, it's just a different version, different label. And yeah, just love it. Okay, so the next one is really super duper nice, and this is the Friday music. No, it isn't the Friday music. Yes, it is the Friday music. Friday music pressing. And this is really nice because in addition to the Friday music logo and bit of writing down there, 180 gram pressing, but they made it a gatefold sleeve. So the inner bag information is actually printed out into a gatefold, which is so much nicer, isn't it? Really, really lovely. Again, mastered from the original tapes by Joe Rigo, so really, really heavy. Oh, I would say that's getting on for 200 gram, not 180. And the label is unique to this one. Really nice, completely different really. That came out in 2013, they brought that out, so just over 10 years ago now. So, yeah. Gatefold sleeve version of Yesterday's. And this is another gatefold sleeve version of Yesterday's. So this is... Okay, so I think this is from... Is it Bulgaria? Or is it Poland? I'll have a look inside. So you've got both sleeves, you've got a white spine. Just says there offset Stampa Beograd, and then a little logo and tiny writing down there. The inside, it's very shiny. It's kind of a glossy finish. All the stuff on the inside the same as the ordinary insert. So it says Po Licensee Atlantic-PGP Susie. So let's see if there's any clue. Susie Records production. Pressed by Helidon. Right. SAKOJ. It's an A1B1 first pressing. It actually says it's a Porky Pecco as well. Gosh, didn't know that. So the plates are K5008A1B1, Porky Pecco, but the labels are Susie Records production labels. the more you look into these things, the more confusing it all gets. But again, Discogs will probably tell you the true origins of that. But the main thing to note about it is you get a gatefold sleeve. Have no idea what year this came out, but it looks like it's a quality pressing. So it's not a cheap and nasty I was going to say foreign version, but that's kind of a bit of an insult, isn't it? I've got it well wrapped, that's for sure. So I did get that ages ago. I must have got that in the 90s or thereabouts. Okay, still going. We've got a Japanese pressing. Nice OB strip. P8503A. This version. I love the fact that the Japs always give you the proper Yes logo on their OB strip. They don't have to do that, do they? It's just nice. And the back again includes, well, relayer, tails and Yes songs this time. But matte printed thick card sleeve, as we've come to expect. You then get, oh yeah, so really special insert with the green print. I'll say on there, yeah, Warner Pioneer Corporation, P8503A, but then that opens out to give you that. So it's all in Japanese. It's got the lyrics in English, and it's really nice insert. Really nice insert. The label is standard, but with the Japanese catalogue number on it. Beautiful thing. So I'll just put that carefully back in its sleeve. Beautiful thing. That one I think we've just done. Have we just done that? I think we have actually. Oh, this is the Canadian pressing, which you can tell from the tiny writing down there. Scarborough, Ontario, SD18103. So this doesn't give us the inner sleeve or details. It's got this printed inner sleeve which looks like it's just a record store thing. So I don't imagine that's anything to do with Canada, but I might be wrong. But the label's really lovely. So they've dispensed with the small version of the painting and just put the Yesterday's logo in bold with the Yes logo as well. Same on both sides. yeah, just different again. ST18103Q. Don't know what the Q stands for. Yeah, WA Music of Canada. So we're correct there. Whether the inner sleeve is correct, I don't know. But that's worth having. Different label. That's the Japanese one. I think yeah, that just about does it on the Yesterdays. So not a massive number of different versions, but yeah, that's what I've got left. So going for the one is the next one, and we've got some quite nice versions of that to show you. So hope you'll tune in then, and thanks again for watching.